His speech was delivered by Willie Lynch on the banks of the James River in the colony of Virginia in 1712. Lynch was a British slave owner in the West Indies. He was invited to the colony of Virginia in 1712 to teach his methods to slave owners there. The term lynching is derived from his last name. Greetings, gentlemen. I greet you here on the bank of the James River in the year of our Lord 1712. First, I shall thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I'm here to help you solve some of your problems with slaves. Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves. Ancient Rome would envy us if my program is implemented. As our boat sails south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human bodies along its highways in great numbers, you are here using the tree and the rope on occasions. I caught the whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple miles back. And you're not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprisings, slaves are running away, your crops are sometimes left in the fields too long for maximum profit, you suffer occasional fires, your animals are killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problems are. I do not have to elaborate. I am not here to enumerate your problems. I am here to introduce you to a method of solving them. In my bag here, I have foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I guarantee every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 400 years. My method is simple. Any member of your family or your overseer can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and I make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. These methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On the top of my list is age, but it's there only because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, sizes of plantations, status on plantations, attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of action. But before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust, and envy stronger than adulation, respect, or admiration. The black slaves, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male. The young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have white servants and overseers who distrust all black, but it's necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen, these kids are your keys to control them. Use them. Have your wives and children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen.
First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for taking their time out to listen to the Willie Lynch letter. But I also want to explain the picture that you see illustrated in front of you. For some people, it may be real simple to get. For others, they might need a little bit of explanation on what the picture may stand for. But basically, at the bottom of the picture, you see two young black men, one with a gun pointed to his head, the other one with a gun in his hand, and he's pointing the gun. And attached to the gun, you see a string. Attached to his wrist, you see a string. And attached to his elbow, you see a string. And if you go to the left, you see a hand and strings attached to the fingers, sort of like he's in control of everything the young black men do. And I'm going to show you how this connects to the Willie Lynch letter that he wrote in 1712, and it's 2010. And in the letter he said, "This may last for 300 to 1,000 years, and the plan he implemented is still here today. We still hate each other. We still talk about the old black men, young black men. It's a generation gap. We talk about dark skin, light skin, everything he implemented in his letter, we still struggle with it today. So basically, if you got enough time where you can go read the Willie Lynch letter and see how it affects you every day, you know, I think you would gladly appreciate it. So I just want to thank everybody. It's Dashliving. They say we don't read, so you got to put everything in video or video format. So that's what I did for y'all, for the youth, and for people that's not going to read and take their time out. To everybody, they think they make their own decisions, they think they make their own choices. When the whole way your genetic trait and your DNA works, with somebody drawing up and creating it. So you live and you think, and your thought process is what someone created. So Undeniable TV, Dashliving, I'm out. Yeah, Undeniable TV, we here with Nazaregi. He drew the Willie Lynch piece, but he's a fabulous artist. He drew for a lot of people worldwide. So I'm gonna just show you some of his artwork. So how long does it usually take you? You hand draw that, right? Every piece you hand draw.
Okay, the difference is between light skin and dark skin. There's a big difference in time. It takes me 4 and 5 days to have a dark skin done, but less than that for a light skin.
Okay. So show us another one of your pieces. What do you have over there?
Yes, this one is it's a color picture. I just start.
So you painted that one, or that's?
Yes, but it just start on that.
So can you explain this one for us?
Okay. I like to develop some philosophy between the knowledge and the woman who is the universal laboratory for reproduction. Okay, that's it. And I have to do a lot of species like that at the same time to have it done. I don't know what to say, you know that.
So it's okay, man.
Maybe I could say that in Creole or French.
Your art says a lot. So you know, I'm sure I get you clearly. So the world should get you. Undeniable TV pretty much try to cover everything. So with the Willie Lynch piece being different and being creative. So if anybody out there, if y'all looking for artwork, Nazaregi, you have a Facebook, Twitter, and everything, right?
Yes, MySpace. Also, just Google Nazaregi, Nazaregi, and you will fall on every site who's talking about me. Or go straight to Facebook/Nazaregi, MySpace/Nazaregi, Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Twitter/Nazaregi.
And you worked for, you did artwork for presidents and everything, right?
Yeah, in Haiti, everybody used to order or ask me for artwork, and order come from all over.
Okay.
You know, and when the thing it's good, you at every single place you may be, you will have order for coming from all over, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anybody out there, if you want to check his artwork out, just Google Nazaregi. I'll put his name up at the bottom, and I'll put it so anybody, y'all could just look for his artwork. So it's basically self-explanatory. All his pieces, I've seen a lot of his work. It's incredible.
Yeah. So if you wanna give someone do portrait, it's one of the best gift ever you can give to someone, and I think that is the best way to do it. Just Google and ask for what you want.
Alright. So y'all make sure y'all Google, Twitter him, Nazaregi. I'll put the correct spelling on the bottom so y'all can look him up. So that's Undeniable TV with the Willie Lynch piece and Nazaregi. It's artwork. So hopefully y'all enjoyed everything.
Yeah. So thank you. Thanks a lot.